gun range visits, explosive devices, and a trip to Home Depot. Details of what Thomas Matthew Crook did shortly before he attempted to kill former President Donald Trump are finally coming to light. Federal investigators continue to search for the motive behind suspect Thomas Matthew Crook's attempted assassination of former U.S. President Donald Trump at an election rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. What they have pieced together is his movements before the attack. According to CNN, the 20-year-old shooter from Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, spent time at a gun range and bought a ladder and ammunition before heading to the Trump rally. He shot the former president in the right ear, killed one of the rally attendees, and critically wounded 2 others. Crooks appears to have spent the 48 hours before the attack making final preparations for his attempt on Trump's life. As the investigation continues, more details may emerge about the suspect's planning, including when and how he made the explosive device found inside the car he drove to the rally. For now, questions remain regarding not just when he came up with his plan and the motive behind it, but also other hazy details surrounding this historic shooting. There are many things that don't make sense about the assassination attempt on Trump, including witnesses at the event attempting to warn police about seeing the shooter on the roof of a nearby building, which the authorities seemingly ignored. Another question is why the location Crooks used wasn't covered by the Secret Service.
He was behind where they could see, but why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here?
In the months before Crooks' assassination attempt on Trump, he received several boxes at his home that may have contained the materials he used to make the improvised explosive devices found in his car and home, per ABC News. Notably, he had a remote-controlled detonator on him during the shooting, connected to the bomb found in his Hyundai Sonata. Crooks had no military training, and strangely, the FBI found no internet searches on how to build bombs in his computer history. The day before the attack, Crooks spent time at the Clairton Sportsman's Club, a shooting range where he and his father were members, according to CNN. A source told ABC News the AR-style rifle the suspect used in the attack was owned by his father, who legally purchased it in 2013. On July 13, 2024, Crooks went to the hardware store Home Depot and bought a ladder, senior officials told NBC News. Investigators are still determining whether he used this ladder to access the roof of the building where he fired from. It's located around 200 to 300 yards away from where Trump stood giving a speech. A senior law enforcement official also told CNN Crooks bought 50 rounds of ammunition from a local gun store the day of the shooting. The FBI hasn't yet determined if they were used in the attack. According to the New York Post, Crooks' dad called authorities on Saturday to report his son as missing, along with one of his guns. As the news spread of the assassination attempt on Trump, the world reacted with shock and disbelief. Leaders decried the attack and political violence in general.
Yesterday's shooting at Donald Trump's rally in Pennsylvania calls on all of us to take a step back. We can't allow this violence to be normalized.
Still, the FBI hasn't been able to find any evidence pointing to a political motive for Crooks' attack, even after searching his computer and home. Jim Knapp, a former Bethel Park High School counselor until 2022, told the New York Post that he didn't see Crooks engage in politics. However, one ex-classmate saw something different.
He was quiet, but he was just bullied. He was bullied so much.
Speaking to the Philadelphia Inquirer, Max R. Smith said Crooks was definitely conservative. He added that Crooks consistently took the conservative side amid a history debate that posed various government policy questions.